You're looking for Fit for Expedition?
If you're looking for Fit for Expedition.
If you're looking for Fit for Expedition.
If you're looking for Fit for Expedition.
And if you're looking for Fit for Expedition.
If you're looking for Fit for Expedition, you found him.
Hello, fun seekers. Good to see everybody here. So second month running this whole block of 2 hours with Marshall and Ron. Let me know if you're having any echo issues, anything like that. I'd like to hear about that because I want to take care of it early on. And I actually have both my computers next to each other at the time, so I can actually address the chat, which I couldn't do last time. So let's see who's here. Ashley Ratliff, hi, thank you for being here. I'm going to be looking over here because this is where the chat is. Also, Mike Shaw, hey Mike, good to see you. Let's see, can I be the guy in the chat? Okay, Justmere, I think that's Claymere, she's here, that's good to see, I'm glad you're here. Ava Potterfield is here, thank you for coming. Marshall, great job on the first segment there. Very happy to be following you, but it's not an easy act to follow. And Jay, thank you for being here. Steve, Desert Adventures in Arizona, thank you for being here. And let's see, Bree, hi Bree. And am I getting everybody here? Oh, Karen Boardman, hi Karen. Man, this thing jumps around, and we'll come back to that in a second. So how's everybody doing this week or this month? It's been a month since I've seen you guys. So as usual, we're gonna have Kenny up here with us, and Kenny's gonna be asking the trivia. So it's trivia with a twist, as Marshall said in the first live stream. And I have a great guest today who I met in Bisbee at the Weird Wild West Van Life Gathering, and his name is Brock. And you'll find out more about him in a little bit. But I'm looking for Kenny. He's not here yet. So let's go ahead and look at the chat a little bit more. Ron sees America, of course. Ron's here. That's great. Good to see you. Dream on Wheels. How you doing? How are you guys doing, Travis and I? We'll have to meet up again soon here. I don't know where you guys are going to be in September, but we are going to be up in northern Arizona and like between Phoenix and northern Arizona in September. Hey, Fairy Dust, Brene, good to see you. Let's see. Okay, so Mike says he has a lot of issues, but echo is not one of them. Okay, that's strange. You know what? I'm clicking on it and it's not coming up. Let me try something else here. Let me try something. Just give 1 second to take care of this little issue here. Okay, let's see. Let's go back over here. So we've got Scott Jenkins with appreciation. All right, Ron Darrell Adventures. Thanks for being here. And one more I missed, and I'm sure I will miss a lot of you because that's what I'm good at. All right. So like I was saying, we've got a guest from, well, he's actually from Australia, and he's a van lifer. He's a full-time van lifer. I mean, we're just part-time, or yeah, part-time. A lot of us are full-timers, I know, but he is doing it full-time. So Claymere saying hi. There we go. It's working now. Saying hi to Ford Man. I wonder if Ford Man's here. Might have to send him another link for this. So what do you guys have planned for 4th of July weekend? Who's doing what? I know here in Arizona it's super hot. So you know, at night is the only time you can really do anything. It's so hot during the daytime. I don't know how the temperatures are elsewhere. I know we're getting some rain right now. in Arizona, and so that would, I guess, extinguish some fires. In fact, I just saw that they're actually allowing fires, campfires in Flagstaff again. Scott would know about that. Scott's up in Flagstaff right now. Yeah, Steve says that they're doing rain dances there in Marana. Marana is across the city from where I'm at, across Tucson. Let's see, it's summer Arizona often. So what you're saying is it's hot here a lot? Yeah, it's hot here. It's hot here most of the time. Steve, you got 6 inches today. 6 inches of rain. That is crazy. That's 6 inches. Did you say 6 inches or do you mean to say 0.6 inches? Scott is actually watching from the campfire. So there you go. And he's up in that northern Arizona area. So I am going to run a thank you to my super chatters. This is a brand new video I just put together, so hope you like it. And here's Kenny. I'm gonna bring Kenny up right now. Hey, Kenny, how you doing, man?
I'm
ready to go?
Yeah, I was just trying to figure. I was trying to get in. I couldn't.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what was going on too, because you're usually here within a minute or two of start time. So
Yeah, I was trying to get in. And I'm like, what? I was trying to go through like what Marshall was telling me about to be able to highlight comments. Things I can't do that. It's not letting me.
Really?
It's not letting me. I can't.
I'm wondering if we neglected to do something from last month. Like we forgot to do something that we did last month, maybe. I'll talk to Marshall about it later. But what's going on, Kenny? You put out a video this morning.
Yeah, I put out a mail call, and then I also put out one about where I was in the raid parade today, right after Roy. It was about 3 o'clock, actually, 3 o'clock my time. So, and that was where I got to visit the channel called Moonlight Adventures. And if you're not connected with those, they are awesome people. I highly recommend checking them out. What you see on their channel is what you get in person.
Okay. So I'm writing that down so I can check it out later.
And they do like cruising, adventure videos, taste test videos, all kinds of different. They even do trivia on their channel as well.
Okay, cool.
They're really awesome people, and like I said, what you see on their streams and in their videos is what you get in person as well. So
okay, that's really cool. That's good to know that people are genuine, you know. Hey, right now, so we don't fall behind, we should probably do our first trivia question. So I'm going to do the trivia teaser. You got the question ready, Kenny?
I'm trying to find it here. I know you sent them.
I know. I heard you mention it on Marshall's trivia. Anybody try these? I get this at the Dollar Tree. It's an energy drink.
What type of energy drink is that, brother?
It's called an accelerator. It's orange mango flavored. It's actually very good.
Okay. I got it up here now.
Okay. You ready? Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. Brock the Aussie van man
Who is our guest tonight?
lives in his house, lives in his van. In what city does Aussie van man live in? Is it A, Sydney, New South Wales, Australia? B, Brisbane, Queensland, Australia? Or is it C, Auckland, New Zealand? Or D, Phoenix, Arizona?
Seen any answers yet?
Not the correct one.
Hey, while you're waiting for the answers, I'm going to play this thank you to...
That
to our channel members.
that
Go ahead.
just mirror.
Just Mir?
Yep. It is D, Phoenix, Arizona.
It is Phoenix, Arizona. So I'm going to bring up Brock right now, and we're going to find out how he ended up in Phoenix, Arizona. I hope you're ready, Brock. Hey, Brock, what's up?
Hey, Brock.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Not much.
See, he's from Australia. Told you.
I know
I'm
some
from
Aussies
Australia, transplanted.
Yeah. So how did you end up in Phoenix?
So I did what most people do. I did get married.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm living out here now, and I've been doing the van life since October last year. And originally I started doing it because basically in Phoenix, I don't know if anybody knows the situation in Phoenix, everybody started moving here to Phoenix, and the price of rent started going up quite a bit. And they actually were going to put my rent up about $400 for the studio that I was in. And it was just insane. Like I was going to be paying what you would get a house for just for a studio. So I dabbled with the idea of converting. I already thought about converting my van into a camper. And then I'd been watching like van life build videos to see what I wanted to do with building my van out. And then I guess I just kind of figured, hey, why don't I just do van life full time and save money on rent altogether and spend that money on doing much more fun things and stuff like that. So
And it's
I just
easy to
took it and went for it, basically.
It's easy to make that decision in October, but then when you hit May and June and July in Phoenix, you start to realize it's not as easy.
So yeah, this has been a real test for me. So as it started getting warmer in, like, I think already by March I was starting to feel it. But yeah, right now is like full effect. Like, you know, it's 108 degrees here. I think it's still like 106 outside. Currently, I'm at work using the office to do this right now. So
okay, I was wondering about that.
But
it looks like drywall behind you or something.
Got the white backdrop here.
Yeah.
I'm just in my boss's office right now. So
okay.
But yeah, it's hot. You got to be creative, figure out what to do. So you know, I'll go to the gym. That's where I get my showers. I'll go to the gym, work out, get showers, or I'll go to Starbucks, do some video editing in Starbucks and stuff like that. You know, I definitely put my hand up for a lot of overtime these days. I work a lot because it gives me a reason to be in air conditioning. So
yeah. If you don't mind, what do you do? If you can say, I don't know.
I'm actually a security guard. I work for a school district. So yeah, basically I'm making sure that you know, the kids are safe. And right now it is summer, so schools are closed. But right now we're making sure that the the buildings are safe and nobody's breaking into buildings and doing anything shady like that. So
Okay. Or like
yeah.
or tagging them or stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
I mean-
you know, right now is our busy season for that. There's a lot of that happens.
Yeah.
So
Kids are
yeah.
bored and they want something to do.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Every summer it
Probably hitting
happens.
each other's schools too, right? They probably hit each
Yeah,
other's schools.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah,
retaliation kind of thing.
It's all about keeping busy here. You know, I have an air conditioner that I've been installing in my van. It's a 5,000 BTU. I did buy a generator as a backup, but you know, when it's 108 degrees here outside, typically the van is like 120 plus.
Right.
And
Inside a vehicle. Yeah.
If I'm running the AC, with getting it down, it'll get it like 10 degrees below whatever is outside in the middle of the heat. So
yeah,
it
and
really
usually
doesn't
that's
cut it. It's still
usually
hot.
that's at night though, huh? Because in the daytime you still have that sun
Yeah.
down on the roof. It's like you kind of have to wait till the sun goes down to get the temp to drop.
Yeah, and then the problem is like if you're running a generator to power this AC unit the whole time, there's only so many places you can park where you can like set up a generator. So you have to sort of be conscious of that. If I'm not doing that, then I can run it on my inverter, but then I'm draining my battery super quick. So
yeah.
There's a question in the chat from Mel.
Okay. Oh, I see it. Okay.
From Melanomatic
what do we
Adventures.
What is the one thing you had to get used to that's different in the U.S. than Australia?
The one thing, okay, definitely. So Fahrenheit, the system, like we go by centimeters, kilometers, centigrade. You guys go Fahrenheit, inches, you know, feet, all that stuff. That was a big learning curve for me. And then just like, I think culturally as well, everything tends to be different. I definitely gained a lot of weight since moving to America. There's just so many fast food chains out here and so much stuff to eat. So
Yeah,
I get stuck on that a lot.
Yeah, gloppy food, right? Gloppy, fattening food everywhere, not just like fast food restaurants. Yeah.
It's been great. It's definitely a learning experience.
I want to say hi to Drew, Papa Drew, and Bunny, both here. So Bunny plays here. Thanks for coming. Hey, what kind of van do you have? What kind of van do you have?
I have a 1998. It's a Ford club wagon. It's basically like a Econoline E350. It's a regular standard roof. So that's kind of bad on my knees a bit, but so I'm constantly, you know, if I want to move around, I'm getting down on my knees in the back because I'm, you know, 6'2". I'm a pretty tall guy. So,
yeah, you're tall.
But you know, I make do. I did opt for a full-size bed because you know, I really want to be comfortable when I'm laying down in the back. So you know, I do like my gadgets too. So instead of having like a full kitchen and all that, like I have more so entertainment. So I have a TV, I have a PlayStation 5, I have all my computer, I have a projector, I have just a lot of electronic gadgets and stuff like that.
You probably have videos with all that, showing all that stuff in there too, right? Rock, you have some videos?
Not so much. I have been waiting a little bit. But I have been creating videos slowly. So my most recent video, I do go into my electrical system a little bit. But yeah, slowly I'll be releasing a bit more on what I've got. I haven't fully finished my build yet. So eventually when I finish my build, there'll be a build video. So,
but you'll never finish your build because nobody ever finishes, do they?
Probably not, because I'm always finding things that I want for it.
Yeah. I know there's a video on Ladybug out with your gaming system, isn't there? are talking about. I think she talks about, or you
Yes.
talk about your game system. On
Yeah,
the
the one thing that we can't live without, and I
Yeah.
said the PlayStation 5. Which, funny enough, being summer now, I can't even play that because it's too hot. And that PlayStation 5 is like a mini heater, so it just adds to the heat in the van. So I haven't been playing it at all lately.
And it uses watts too, right? I mean, because the newer version,
Yeah.
the newer you get, the more watts those things use.
Yeah.
The PlayStation 1 only uses like 3 watts.
Yeah, it definitely uses a lot. It uses more than my TV uses and my fridge and everything. But surprisingly, I did opt for a big solar system. I have 710 watts of solar panels, and I have a 300 amp hour battery in the back. So
710 watts. That's probably the max you can fit on there, huh? You're probably
it's like I have house panels. They actually hang over the roof a little bit each side. And, but yeah, I wanted to go for as much power as I could fit on that roof, and
I don't blame you.
basically they take all the roof up except for where my maxi air fan is on the back.
Yeah, and also the max air fan takes a lot more watts than people realize, because it's supposed to be super low watts. And it's like 35 watts, which isn't really that low.
Yeah, it does take a bit.
Yeah.
I definitely noticed because it's summer, I've been running it like all night. I'll run it till the morning till I get up. And it's I definitely notice on the voltage of my battery, it'll drop like 0.2 watts or whatever, megawatts or whatever. Yeah, I definitely see it drop down 0.2 on the meter. So that's just from running the fridge and the fan all night. So
yeah, and on that same video that Dee did, Ladybug Out, I'm talking about that little Scirocco fan that I have. I don't know if you saw that part, but I have this little fan that only goes up to 5 watts max, and it blows a ton of air. I got 2 of them now. I'm just working on the other one today, put another one in because it works so well. Kenny,
that was an interesting looking fan, actually. I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm going to do a video on it. I haven't done it yet, but
I haven't seen any more questions in the chat. Everybody just saying hello to each other. And I wanted to let you know that Claymare is having issues with her internet. So her internet keeps going on and off. So, and she's out traveling right now. So.
Oh, okay. Well, good for her. Okay. Good for her. We should probably do another trivia question so we don't run out of time. Okay, Kenny, you ready in a second here?
I am.
All right, Kenny, go.
Phoenix, Arizona hit 122 degrees Fahrenheit as an all-time high for the city in 1990. What Arizona city has reached the hottest temperature? Is it A, Yuma, B, Quartzsite, C, Lake Havasu, or D, Ajo?
Ajo.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a weatherman in the chat, so he might know the answer to this. I mean, literally, there's a weatherman.
Well, I see that Mike Shaw has come in with the correct answer. It was.
That's what I just said too.
All right.
Lake Havasu. Funny story about that. Lake Havasu.
It would be cooler out there with all the water.
Yeah, Lake Havasu hit was it 128, Kenny? I don't have the questions anymore. You has them.
Yeah, they reached 128 degrees Fahrenheit in 1994. That is actually the year that I was born. I was born in that year in September.
Right. Now you're getting so really old.
I was born.
That's funny because I read that they actually moved. Okay, so the place where they actually read the temperature was at this fire station, and they moved the whatever their apparatus was, thermometer, I'm assuming, to another location closer to the lake, so they wouldn't hit those high temperatures anymore. And they've never hit 120 since. So it does make a difference location, even in the city or your town. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I know Phoenix did that a while ago too. They used to.
I definitely noticed.
Yeah, they used to have their thermometer their temperature reader at the airport in Phoenix. I don't know where it's at now. And it was a lot hotter there, and temperatures dropped, like 6 or 7 degrees the next day when they moved it. So, yeah. So So
I definitely notice if I'm staying here, it's much hotter here in the city, and if I go out to the desert, it definitely drops a good 6 degrees or so out in the desert.
As long as you're in the shade, you're okay, right?
Yeah.
You ever use those?
No shade in Phoenix.
And if you do find shade, you're in between buildings and concrete. It's even hotter. So, you know those those wet chamois things that you put around your neck when you're really hot. You know what I'm talking about? You soak them. You ever try those in your van?
Not lately. I did a video recently where I was testing out like a little portable shower and a shower tent. And I did. That was out in the desert. I did that video, and I definitely noticed once I wet myself down and walked out, I was instantly like way cooler. But I can't just stand around soaking wet all day. So
get wet and dry.
But I did actually get given one of those recently, so I'm gonna try that out. Actually,
yeah, I haven't tried that yet in my box truck either. And we were talking earlier on Instagram about I did 2 weeks in Phoenix earlier this month, and I was so hot. It's just crazy. I mean, I have 3 inches of insulation in my ceiling, and I mean, so which is quite a bit, and 2.5 inches in the walls. I couldn't even get in there until 10 o'clock at night, and I cranked the air, and it would get down to about 90 maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've got insulation in mine too. I went with the Havelock and the Reflectix, and I
have the Reflectix.
But it doesn't make a difference here.
Is that crazy? I know. And then you have the solar panels on the roof, so that's more shade, but it also creates heat. So it's I don't know which one. I don't know if it's worse or better to have the panels on the roof. I don't know. It does make a difference. So
I think it works out better, but my biggest problem is because I got the Club Wagon, it's the people transporter version. So I have windows all the way around my van, and those things are like little mini ovens. Yeah. Even though I cover them up, you can feel the heat just radiating through.
So you cover those with Reflectix? Is that what you do?
What was that?
You cover those with Reflectix?
Oh yeah, I have Reflectix on them right now. And I'm actually going to put some insulation foam board on there and I'm actually going to cover it with some MDF as well. So for extra extra insulation, just to try to keep some of that heat away from me that's coming through the windows. Yeah.
And when you're in it, you got to get it done too, because if you were just living in it part-time, you could wait until September to start working on it, when it starts cooling down a little bit. You're in it.
Before I moved into my van, I literally had to make the decision. I got given the option to re-sign and how much it was going to be 2 months before my lease was up. So I literally had to make a decision then and there, like, what am I going to do? So I made the decision 2 months before my lease was up that I had to be out, that I was going to do it. And I hadn't yet started even building my van. I hadn't pulled the seats out or anything. So I just had to get it livable enough in 2 months. And I was working. It's already kind of hot because I started, working on it at the end of August or start of September or something like that. So, it's just early mornings, on the weekends, just trying to get it done.
Hey, I wanted to say hi to Tim from Time for Exploring. Is here.
Hey, Tim from Time for
Riley.
Exploring.
And Riley Does Life is here. Thanks for coming.
Hey, Riley.
All right. Hey, Riley. How's it going?
Let's see if I missed anybody else here before we keep going on. I'll still miss people, even though I'm going through. I always do, but I don't mean to.
Yeah.
Just not the greatest at this. I don't know.
Well, this is like my first live stream, so
oh, is
I'm
it
trying
really?
to look at the chat as I can.
Yeah, there's actually a
I haven't
lot
done
of
a live stream
elements
before.
There's a lot of elements going on. You know what I mean? It just doesn't seem like it would be that difficult, but there's really a lot of stuff going on. And normally I actually have kind of a script that I put in Google Sheets. So I've got usually 2 screens on each screen going, and then that's too confusing. So this time I just kind of winged it. Mike says he was in Montana last week. I know, I saw some of the pictures on Facebook. What was the temperature? Yeah, what was the temperature like in Montana, Mike? I just need the temperature. You don't have to give me like the barometric pressure or whatever that stuff is. You know, I don't need that. He's the weatherman. Oh, okay. So Tim wants to know who is below, and that's you, Brock. So you want to give a little 1-minute explanation of who you are, and yeah, do that and tell us about your channel. And Kenny, if you could do me a favor while he's doing that, can you drop the link to his channel?
Is that what's the
Aussie
name?
Van Man.
Aussie Van Man.
Okay. So my name is Brock, known as Aussie Van Man on YouTube. I've been a van lifer since October last year, and I live in Phoenix, Arizona currently. But yeah, I'm pretty new to the whole van life community. What really made me sort of getting back into YouTube again, I did a bit of YouTube before, but I was when I was actually down at Weird Wild West, where I first met you actually. And I met some great people down there, some fellow YouTubers, and it kind of made me want to get back into YouTube again. So yeah, I've started doing my van life YouTube journey, and we all just got back actually from a big meetup. We were up in Wyoming I just got back this week actually. So yeah, it's been good. Other than that, I like to do a lot of hiking. I'm a real outdoors sort of guy. I have an interest in, like, I hear you do the urbexing, which is really cool. I watch a lot of YouTube on that stuff. I go down in the mine shafts when I'm out in the desert. I do the search and rescue out there as well.
You know what? I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about that for a second, but let us do the third trivia question, and then we'll talk about that. Okay? So let's go ahead and knock that out. Okay.
No worries.
Go ahead, Kenny. Kenny, you got the question ready?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
What was the latest abandoned place that Greg explored on Fit4Expedition? Fun Seekers. Was it A, Bombay Beach, California, B, Twin Arrows Trading Post in Arizona, C, Ghost Town Trail in Arizona, or D, a giant warehouse in Nyland, California?
And by the way, I don't know if you know this, Brock, but I have a second channel too. It's called The Abandoned Southwest. And it's all abandoned
yeah,
stuff.
So I just found out about that today.
It's real small. It's a real small channel, but yeah.
I've watched every one of your videos on that one.
Well, that's only 6 videos, so.
I'm still working my way through your Fit4Expedition channel as well.
You what?
I'm still working my way through your Fit4Expedition.
Yeah, it's a lot more there. Yeah, but me too. I'm still working through your channel too, Kenny. Okay, so go ahead, Kenny.
Looks like Nomadic Adventures is coming there with the correct answer. It was B, Twin Arrows Trading Post in Arizona.
Okay. All right. So yeah, why don't you? Okay, Brock. We talked about this earlier today, or just on Instagram, and it's the It's that Find Cayman Welsh. It's an organization.
Yeah, so the Facebook page is Bring Carmen Home on Facebook. They do have a fundraiser as well for the search efforts. It's, how I kind of fell into it, I did kind of fall into it. I wasn't really, I used to be a volunteer forest firefighter back in Australia, and I always loved the outdoors, and I always looked for something to do and help out with the community and be active outdoors. And I guess I had been looking at doing some hiking out in the Superstition Mountains here in Arizona. And I'd just been sort of Googling and YouTubing and looking up the area so I could get sort of used to it. And then just out of the random, I'd heard about this this guy that was missing out there that they were looking for. So I got in contact with them on the same Facebook page, and they had basically put together a search party. Every now and then they'll put together a search party, and volunteers can show up and come out and help and do whatever they can, whatever their specialty is. So I come out and did the first sort of group search with Mindy, who's our search leader, and ever since then, I was hooked. I just feel so connected to it. Now we work directly with the family trying to find this guy. He's been missing since I think it's August 12th, 2020. I think he went missing. So around about 2 years now he's been missing.
Go ahead, Kenny.
They're saying that Ann J was before. Ann J was before that one.
Okay, we'll just give it to Ann J because Mello can't win anyway. Okay. So you said it's been 2 years. So you don't expect do you actually expect him to find him alive? I mean, what you're looking for?
No, I mean, at this stage, it's more like just trying to find answers for the family and bring him home. Basically, we're just it's really tough situation. I've hiked probably hundreds of miles out there, and me and my team, we've searched. There's a lot of mine shafts out there. We've searched endless amounts of mine shafts. We have other guys that are connected to the group that have been sending in footage of mine shaft searches as well that they've been down. So it's a very wide search. One day I actually did a hike all the way. There's a 20-mile round hike just to sort of prove a theory or disprove a theory. And we still haven't come up with a single shred of clothing, anything connected. The really hard thing about it is where he went missing is he wasn't going hiking or anything. He was just there in the parking lot with his uncle. He said he just wanted to get a look at the sunset better, and then he just vanished. And it was I think a 115-degree day that day. So with that kind of heat and the fact he'd been working all day, so he's probably already a little bit dehydrated. Realistically, he shouldn't have been able to get too far.
Right. I don't mean to cut you off, but we have like 1 minute to get to Ron Sees America. And I'd like to talk again sometime and actually talk more about this. And maybe we can even bring another person up that is involved with it. That would be great.
Definitely.
Yeah. If you guys haven't hit the thumbs up, I'd appreciate the thumbs up, because I think people think that when they hit the thumbs up on Marshall's, then it just works all the way through all the live streams, but it doesn't. And we'll see you at Ron's. So we're done. All right. And I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, guys.
All right. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.
Bye.